Meghan Markle's brother, Thomas Markle Jr., has claimed his family has been torn apart, and Meghan has lost touch with her relatives, as she prepares to marry Prince Harry next month. Mr. Markle, who shares the same dad as the TV star, expressed his anger over Meghan's increasingly distant relationship with her relatives. He said, "Meg likes to portray herself as a humanitarian, a people's person and a charitable person, but she is none of those things to her family. She is giving the greatest performance of her life, she is acting phony. Once she got into Hollywood she turned into a different person. She's clearly forgotten her roots and her family. Maybe the normal American family she has is embarrassing to her, because we're not producers and executive producers. There's a whole different side of her that has started to surface and it's ugly to see." Mr. Markle spent most weekends with the star, between 2009 and 2011, when they were caring for their dementia-stricken grandmother, Doris, but states he hasn't seen her since late 2011. He praised the future royal's caring side, saying, "She was great with Doris. Meg would read to her all the time. We were so close back then, but when our grandmother died, she moved to Toronto to start filming Suits and I didn't see her." The Glazer, who lives in Oregon, also took aim at reports certain members of the Markle family may not be invited to Meghan's wedding at St. George's Chapel in Windsor, which has a 600-person guest list. He commented on the wedding, saying, "I'm not bitter, just baffled. It's hurtful given how close we once were. I'm confused and a little distraught because here is a person knowing the position she's in, and knowing the scrutiny she's under, and yet she has forgotten her flesh and blood." The father of two expressed his hopes Meghan would at least invite their father Thomas Jnr. to give her away at the wedding ceremony, but there have currently been no confirmations he will attend. He said, "He did for first wedding in Jamaica. Meg should call him and say, 'Dad, I want you over here. It is non-negotiable. I want you by my side.' That should come from her." He even hit out at senior royals, stating they should encourage Meghan to reconnect with her relatives. "Isn't this where Charles or the Queen step in and say, 'This is the way things are done. And your family need to be involved'? Is no one saying, 'It's not right that your father is not coming'? How bad is that going to look if he is no there?" Referring to Prince Harry's previous misdemeanors, he questioned why Meghan would be so embarrassed with her own family. "Harry has not exactly been perfect in the past. No family is perfect. All families have their disputes and trouble." And pointing to Kate Middleton's Uncle Gary Goldsmith, he said, "You only need to look at Uncle Gary to see no matter what your background is, things can happen." The father of two has made contact with Buckingham Palace on 3 separate occasions in an attempt to get back in contact with the future royal. He complained his latest email to Senior Communications Officer Katrina McKeever was completely ignored. He said, "They did not even acknowledge its receipt. That whole thing is hurtful.